This episode of Pro Membership Sweepstakes, Hunt and Fish Like the Pros, is brought to you by Browning, Outdoor Edge Knives, and Alps Outdoors. Well, on this episode of Pro Membership Sweepstakes, Hunt and Fish Like the Pros, we're going to Alaska. On the last episode, we were on the Halitna River with Dan and Alaskan Adventures. We were catching big pike, and now we're going up there, same trip. We're going to show you what sheefish is all about.
That is a pig!
Gosh, dude,
Woo!
Yes!
Yes!
On a fly rod.
And I'm 53 years old, had no idea what a sheefish was. I'm not a fishing expert like Chad is or anything else, but truth be said, Chad actually had to look it up as well. But when we got there, these fish are absolutely phenomenal. We did them with spinning tackle, we jigged off of the bottom, and a special treat one evening, we did some late night fly fishing, landed the midnight sun. It's phenomenal, and I'm gonna tell you what, this is one of the best eating fish I've ever had in my life. Another jam-packed show, lots of big fish. Stick around, this is exciting.
So we're in one of my favorite holes, and if you look down here, the fish are just boiling. We're actually fishing a big section of river where there's a fault line that comes through here. And you can see on the fish graph here in a minute, the fault line comes across the river and it's almost 9 foot, and then it drops straight down to about 35 foot of water. And these fish are just hanging just on the other side of that fault line where it's real deep. And on the fish graph, you can see from 10 feet up, nothing but smolt coming down river, smolt and baby lamprey. And these sheefish are below them. And they just wait for a bait above them, and they come crashing through and fly out of the water. And they just gorge and gorge and gorge. Ooh, there's a new little hole I didn't know about. And that's got a big pocket of sheefish sitting on top of it. Chad, I think we're gonna have a good day today. So rig up and let's rip some lips and put holes in face.
Unforgettable memories begin the moment you pick up your first Browning. With unmatched security, fire protection, and storage options, Browning will be with you through a lifetime, protecting your guns and all the cherished memories you make with them. Keep your Browning memories safe.
All right, guys, I have never seen a sheefish in my life, but our fearless leader Dan here says we're going to catch one. They're bumping all around the boat. So I've got a medium heavy Veritas, my favorite Rio rocket, 20-pound braid tied straight to a half-ounce Fusion 19 jig head, a little 3.8-inch power swimmer, and confidence package. We're going to see what happens. Confidence catches fish.
So, yep, yeah, there was one that just rolled right there. Wherever you see them roll, if you can throw it right to where they just rolled, because usually what's happening is there's a school, like a small school, and they're just gonna keep busting on that school until that school's gone. Okay. You might get 3 or 4 or 5 sheefish, busting on that school, and if you hit right in the middle of that school, you're gonna be right in the middle of a few fish.
Okay, and if I let this thing go down?
No, as soon as it hits the water, just start reeling. They're below it, they're gonna come up to it. And my theory is, that they're below, they're looking up, they see a signature of what it looks like that they want to eat, and they're going to come after it.
That was a good one. Oh yeah, you better get it. You better get on him. Oh yeah, get him. Quit fucking around. Come on. Oh yeah, they're all right there. Just stack them fuckers. Bam.
Lip them. There you go.
That's it.
Alright, there you go. That felt strangely familiar right there, guys. Now, I've never seen one of these, so this will be a first for me. And that then is a sheefish. Now, I gotta come look at this thing.
Oh yeah.
That's a little guy.
You can just lip him, huh?
Oh yeah. No teeth, anything like that.
How cool is that thing, guys? Dan, that's now is this one we can eat?
We can eat them, but
We want bigger.
yeah, let's get him a little bigger. That's a little guy.
Well, man, that is super. That's a little guy. Huh? All right, see you, buddy. So he's a lot. Looks like a tarpon with a big square mouth and all that. I was told by the only guy I know that's actually caught him fishing exactly like juvenile tarpon, and the guy from Florida knows a thing or two about juvenile tarpon. So now I know what I'm feeling for. Now I know what I'm doing. Let's see if we can get that.
See if you can do it again.
Does your angles? My Revo rocket.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what they call it. It's my red rocket. Now, the reason I throw the Revo rocket so much is it's extremely fast. So if you need to get tight on something in a hurry, or you want to get a bait back in a hurry, you can. Yeah, it's so cool fishing for a fish that you've never seen, never dealt with before. It's rare I get an opportunity to do that, and so it's one thing to be in a place you've never been and all that, but then also to have a species of fish you've never seen. I mean, the pike are super cool because they're so aggressive and there's so many, but a bucket list fish isn't something you get an opportunity to fish very often once you've fished around as much as I have.
I will tell you that it's really hard for me to focus on fishing when I can see sheep mountains in the background, though.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's
Oh, yeah.
Awesome, dude. That is awesome. They are a lot like baby tarpon.
Oh yeah. Oh, nice net job.
Did you learn that from Chad LaChance?
Oh yeah.
Look at that thing. Look at that, perfect right in the top lip. What a cool fish that is.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think that one looks like dinner.
I was going to say, that smoked fin you guys make with that's pretty good.
So you see that adipose fin on the back there?
Yeah, it's like a trout.
This is a, these are an anadromous fish. They're really weird fish. Some of them stay in the river year round. Some of them make it to the brackish water and then come back up to spawn. And some of them actually make it out to the salt and live in the salt for a while and then come up to spawn. I think it's a pretty misunderstood fish with what people know about them. Chad, throw this right there and get that fish.
Okay.
This one here we're gonna eat. This is a smaller fish, he's a male. The big ones are your females. This fish is probably about 8 years old.
Oh geez, okay.
Your big females, that's a 10, 12-year-old fish. And we want to throw those back, but this one's just, he's a good, healthy male. And we're gonna fry him up tonight. Do a little blackened sheefish. Oh, he's good.
That sounds pretty good right there. Yeah. This fish will stay on, guys. We're doing the vertical jig, and this will be my 78th species on a goat minnow. He just ate a 4-inch goat minnow, and that's a nice one too. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Holy smokes, guys. So vertical, fishing straight vertical drifting now. When these fish were active and they're popping on the surface, we were winding the little power swimmer, 3.5-inch power swimmer. Now that they're not quite as active, not popping so much, Dan's got it switched up to jigging on the bottom. And we've got a heavily undulated bottom. And there is one perfect sheefish. And there is a 4-inch Berkeley goat minnow I just caught him on. And that makes him the 78th species on a Berkeley goat minnow. Thank you, sir.
Boom!
Got me a bucket list fish. Now that's an eater size, right?
Yep, that's more dinner right there.
Yeah,
that's
dinner. Look at the square mouth on him. I'm gonna look at this thing a little closer. Since we're gonna eat him, I'm not in any worry about keeping him alive. So yeah, they got the real square mouth and the big eye, kind of like a tarpon. They kind of like, the mouth is shaped just like a tarpon, but they're kind of, I don't know, they got adipose fins, so that's kind of strange. Relatively large scales on them, somewhat prehistoric, cool colors to them. Real bony. So cool, man. What a neat fish. Who knew? And the lips are all, oh, look, the lips are all.
Oh, give him a hug.
Aw. And that's why
What
we
did you
wear
say?
protectors.
It is a she.
Round head first.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! That's a giant! Oh my God!
That is
Look
a big
at that
fish.
thing! Oh my God, people! Look at that thing. Bail slacked out. Oh my
Oh,
God!
dude, that is a
Look at
beast.
the
That's a
size of
pig.
That thing.
That is a fat fish.
With a 4-inch goat minnow all the way down. Oh, let me just get that. It's right in the roof of the mouth. Can you get it? There you go. Okay.
Whoa.
How awesome is that, dude? Oh my God. You're like 29 feet, and I opened the bail and it started down, and pow, that's 2 in a row that bit it right when I opened the bail to drop it.
Hey, you want big fish? They're laying on the bottom.
On the bottom, dude. And I predicted that earlier. Earlier, he said we were catching them high in the column, and I was like, my confidence is almost higher when we start fishing vertical. You generally catch the biggest fish fishing vertical. You have the best depth control. So literally listen to your guide. If all else fails, do what your guide says. He told me keep that thing tight. So he barked off on the graph, 29 feet of water. We'd just come out of 22. I opened the bail, the bait starts down, pow, I felt her pop it. And yeah, that's good work, bro.
The biggest that we've gotten at the lodge here is 33 pounds.
Oh.
That one was 23. So we got another
10
11
more.
pounds to beat the lodge biggest.
I like to try on these kind of things. It's good to have goals.
Let's do it.
Every single trip we're getting one bite.
Yeah.
Come on over here, fish. This one's, oh, look at that's another nice one. Oh, man. Hey, Gray, coming on, so you don't keep your head up right in the net like the champion.
Oh my God! Another fat.
Oh my God, right in the tip of the snout. Dude, look at those fish.
Wow, great fish.
Oh my gosh, 4-inch goat minnow, guys. There's a big shocker. All right, guys, every single drift we come down through here, at least one bite. We got 2 on one drift, and so it's pretty much going pretty exactly what Dan would say, which I think is a hallmark of a good fishing guide. If he can predict your situation, it means he knows what's up. And once again, I've got another big old sheep. Oh, don't get wrapped in the line. Don't get wrapped in the line. I got him wrapped. Let's roll him around. How about we just net that? How about we just net him right there?
Oh, come on,
I'm trying.
Oh, that's not. There we go.
Oh, man.
Oh, and it popped right out.
When they get wrapped like that, guys, you see me trying to get the line out of that fin, because once it's wrapped like that, your angle of pull is not good for your hook.
Oh yeah.
Gorgeous fish.
You're a nice guy. I'm about ready to give this guy a hug right here, guys. This is a good fishing guy. Alaskan-Adventures.com.
Let's let her go.
Nice shot.
From the demanding hunt requiring razor-sharp, reliable knives to processing your game at home and everything in between, make sure to start your next adventure with a quality knife from Outdoor Edge.
Keep the head high. Nice. Look how long and skinny that one is. Look at that. Now that's a cool one because he's so much skinnier. Let's look at the vent. Roll to where you can see the vent. Yeah, see the vent's a lot smaller on this one. The other ones have like quarter-sized vents right there. I would say that that's a male, and that's generally what probably higher numbers of those too. Those things are cool. Look at the size of the eyes, guys. You got great visibility. Look at the size of the pupil in there. Great big visibility on them, so that it helps them find their bait when you're down like this. This water's clearly off color. Yeah, you can get it back.
That was a terrible entry.
That's a 2.
That's a 2.
Best. We're giving that one a 2.
Hey, grab Chad and throw him in, see if you can get at least a 3 out of him.
Guys here at Alaskan Adventures, Dan's got all of the tackle you would need. Now I'm picky, I brought my own tackle. It's kind of what I do in all my travels. The size 30 Revo STX, 20-pound X5 braid on here, a Veritas medium heavy 6'6" 2-piece rod so I can fly with it. The half-ounce jig head and the Gulp minnow, which at this point tore up because I just dug it out of the face of a sheefish, but it's a great combination all the way around for a traveling angler. I carry the same equipment to the Florida Keys. You've seen that. We bring it up here to Alaska. I can basically do anything from pike and saltwater fish all the way to something like this, but I can also throw an 1/8-ounce jig head with a 3-inch minnow on it for something like trout. So good combo. You guys are always asking me about travel gear. This is relatively affordable, extremely high performance for what it is, durable, and it's getting the job done.
have you heard of sheefish? If not, you gotta try them. Not just for the fishing, but the eating. Sheefish is a really great white flaky meat. And if you like walleye, you're gonna love sheefish. If you like halibut, you're gonna love sheefish. Cutting them up, we cut them up just like a big old walleye. Let me show you. Cut away from the ribs there a little bit. Look at that. That's a gorgeous fillet. Nice white meat. Okay, so we're gonna zipper this fish. I don't know if anybody knows, or if a lot of you know what zippering is. When I cut this fish, I'm gonna leave a little bit of meat on the skin. That dark meat that's on there, that's no good. That's what gives you that real fishy, nasty taste. So we're gonna try and leave a little bit of that on the skin. A little bit more than I like, but I'd rather have a little bit more than not enough. So if I skin this really close and tight, right down there, that stuff right there, that's no good. That taste, that's what gives it that nasty fish taste. So we leave a little bit on the skin, and then we're gonna zipper it. So doing the zipper, I'm gonna cut one side and then the other on that red line, that mud line, vein line, and just peel it apart. And then peel this out. See this right here, that red stuff? That's what I cook up and give my dog. You don't want that. No good.
But he does.
But he does.
The dog does, yep. Now sheefish have a lot of bones. So this is the filet mignon right here, right? The back strip. But as I feel down it, there's a whole row of bones right there. Ends about right there. Boneless. Now these bones right here, they kind of go that way at an angle. I'm just going to follow these down. Right there. This, my friends, prime cut filet of sheefish. Put them in cold water, it's going to tighten them up, make them real nice and firm, so that when we throw them on the skillet, it's a nice firm meat. If they stay too warm too long, they turn to mush, and that's no good.
All right, guys, I'm standing here at Alaskan Adventures with Chef Richard right here, and we just caught this sheefish literally an hour ago, filleted them up. You're going to show us how you blacken them, and everything we've had here has been delicious, so let's see what he does.
I'll flip it on either side, get even nice color on it.
And even crust on all the sides.
Yep. Little canola.
And a traditional blackening seasoning.
Traditionally, this is an Alaskan version we bought.
Okay.
So it's a little more sugary, a little more sweet.
Okay.
Just a touch of spice to it.
That should be delicious.
You just want to do a quick sear. If you feel it's not done, throw it in the 350 oven for about 4 or 5 minutes.
That's right.
You know, anything more than that, you don't want it to get out.
That's a good point, guys, because that's a thick piece of fish, and if you leave it in one spot long enough, it's going to get too charred on that side, so he can put it in the oven to finish it off, just like you would a steak or something in the event it gets seared.
And I kind of like, I don't like that traditional blackening where they get the crust on it.
Right?
I like just a nice even sear, you know.
Well,
little color.
You know this fish is far more delicate than the traditional redfish that it was built for, so it doesn't need as much flavor added to it.
Yeah, imagine this like a cod, okay, that flakes apart. You have to be a little careful with it, don't beat it up, you know.
Well, I can't wait to try it. It smells great. If you
See,
guys could smell
that's
it.
what we're looking for. You know, that's my opinion of a blackening.
Okay.
But everybody has their own way of doing it, you know. But this way, you know, you don't get that crust on the fish, and it's not so offensive right off the bat.
It doesn't overpower your tongue.
Yeah.
It's delicious, guys. I can't wait to try this in a minute. We'll get a piece plated up here shortly. Chef Richard has finished our plate right here. So why don't you give us from the base up what, I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous on the side of the river. Was swimming an hour ago. Tell us about it.
All right, so what we here is some cumin-scented black beans. We have some cream corn. On the bottom we have a curried rice, the blackened sheefish, of course, a brown sugar tomato jam, some of our garden kale,
Yeah.
which our garden's just
Throw it
now
right
coming
here.
in.
Yeah.
A mousse that Dan, our owner, shot, and I did a little candied spicy bacon for the top.
Very nice, dude.
Along the edge here, we have some little petals you see there. Those are actually radish sprouts from our radishes in the garden.
Fantastic.
So-
So fresh as it can get.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Beautiful plate, and we are 300 miles in the middle of nowhere, and that's the caliber of food he's kicked out. Everything this guy's made has been delicious and beautiful to boot. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he'd be dangerous with like the straight up kitchen, wouldn't he? Like with a big 6 burner and all the tools. You know, you guys in trouble.
It's not like fresh or
I know, right? We couldn't get anything. Couldn't get anything good. I am deep in the bend. That's an 8-weight. If you can see that rod, guys, that is an 8-weight with a sheefish on the end of it and a 20-pound leader. And I can't even pull him up off the bottom. And I don't know how big he is, but it's big. This is right there with some of the biggest fish I've seen on the fly rod for me personally. Oh my gosh, dude, that is a big, giant sheefish. I am sweating. It's 9:30 at night.
Oh my God, yeah, keep coming.
It is a giant, dude.
Nice and easy up over my head.
I'm trying, bro. Look at the bend in that rod. Are you kidding me? This is the hardest I've ever pulled on a fish with a fly rod. Come on, fish. That is a big, giant sheefish. Oh, come on, fish. Stay in there. Stay in there. We got him.
Oh,
That
is a pig!
Holy crap!
That is a
Look at the
pig!
size of that sheep.
Holy cow.
Yes! Yes!
oh,
Oh my God!
look at that thing!
That
is a pig!
Gosh, dude! Are
Woo!
you kidding?
Yes!
On a fly rod.
On the fly.
Oh! I
told you we could do it.
Holy crap, guys! Alaskan-Adventures.com. That is a monster. Let me get this fly, if I can. So we decided to go fly fishing for sheefish. Our fearless leader Dan says throw it out here and strip it back nice and even. So I did that, and I got about 4 strips on it. And now I have one. Come on up, fish. Come on, fish. Dude, are you kidding?
Dude, why are you turning red,
Why
bro?
did I sign up for this? We don't ever sugarcoat stuff, guys. I am getting my tail whipped. I am physically getting my tail whipped by these over and over and over again on an 8-weight fly rod.
Oh, yeah.
Are you kidding me? Right here, that's it, dude. Look at the size of that fly rod and look at the size of the bend that thing was putting into it. That's unbelievable.
Let this guy go.
Yep.
Tell you what, we make sure you get what you pay for. And you get a whole lot up here. A lot of big fish and a lot of happy, happy, happy.
I want to point out we saw a grizzly bear on the way here in the boat. We saw, what, a half dozen or more moose today. We saw tundra swans.
The amount of wildlife that you see from point A to point B while fishing is just, it's worth the price of admission in itself. Not only that, I mean, look at that rainbow behind Chad. That thing is just epic. This place is absolutely gorgeous. We had a guest today say, everywhere I look, it looks like a painting. And it does.
And he does, yeah, he's right.
And you know, you don't. I wish you could have smell-o-vision, because right now it smells like fresh linen. The cotton trees are starting to bloom, and it's not only a visual experience. It's not only a fishing experience. You're gonna have a sensory overload. I am not kidding you. That's why I love it here.
Hey guys, here we go again. It's funny on that one right there. I saw 2 little bait fish of some sort. I assume they were smoke. Roll on the surface, and I literally said I'm gonna get bit, and whack, he got bit right there, just because my bait was in the right spot, or my fly. 8-weight workout. Oh, buddies. we go. Guys, this is going to be one of the few times in my life that I'm going to literally need to sit down and take a break because my arm and my shoulder are wore out in 45 minutes between, what am I up to, 5 or 6 of these things in 45 minutes, and they all pull like trucks, especially on fly tackle. There's another
Nice, right there in the sun.
Oh, right in the sun, nice.
Beautiful fish.
Oh, you know you're getting tired when you got to let the guide fish for a minute, and because you're afraid to throw another cast because you might hook one. As that is a big old fish right there, and he's gonna put the heat to it with the meat stick 8-bait.
Get a net on that fish.
All right, here we go. We're gonna net right here.
Boom!
That's
That's what I'm talking about. This is what you fly a long way to catch. We like to eat them, and we love to fight them and play them. And then we send you home to bed, and you sleep like a baby.
After we knock
this shit out of the fish. There we go. All right, let's put her back.
Multi-use versatility. Single passion. Your hunt depends on great gear. Alps Outdoors. Exceed your expectations.
Well, great time here at Alaskan Adventures. Dan Paul runs a first-class operation. Great fishing. I was so happy to have Chad here. Congrats, man.
Thank you, bud.
Catching a lot of fish, catching your biggest pike ever. First sheepfish, biggest sheepfish.
Biggest grayling.
The biggest grayling, list goes on and on. This is a great place. I am so stoked that we're gonna be offering this trip as a giveaway. Winner and a guest, that's about $11,000 trip. So somebody's coming up here, having a great time. And you know what? I might just have to come back here with you. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here soon.